Hi, everyone. I am Dr. Santina or Tina Wheat. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am an academic family physician and a career and life coach. I specialize in helping healthcare workers like you who are experiencing burnout or want to prevent burnout rediscover their purpose so that they can increase their balance and reclaim their joy. Today, we are talking about a topic that is on a lot of minds right now, and that is how to stay grounded when big, uncontrollable things are happening in our lives. Why is this on our minds? Well, maybe because our country just had a really big election. And in addition to the presidential election, there were lots of things that were happening on the local level as well. So many of us are feeling lots of things, whether we're happy about the election, sad about the election, or just really feeling mixed about where we are. Although many are focusing on the election right now, there are many more things that may make us feel these feelings of feeling out of control and have mixed feelings when the decisions are made. Some of these might be the election or local politics. It might be changes to funding for something that you really care about. It might be strategic changes at your organization. It might be large events like a pandemic. All of these moments can make us feel overwhelmed, anxious, and even helpless at times. Does this sound familiar to you? So today I am sharing 5 practical strategies that you can use to protect your peace in times where we have these unpredictable moments. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Tip number 1, acknowledge your emotions. They are valid. So starting with acknowledging your feelings. Often when things feel chaotic, our first instinct is to brush things aside. You might hear things like just shake it off or just let it go or just move on. But I want to say that it is okay to feel your feelings. In fact, I think it's important to feel your feelings. You might feel frustration, sadness, or even anger. Taking a moment to sit with your emotions, to breathe deeply and say, "This is how I feel, and that is okay," is so powerful and important. It is the first step towards releasing the emotion so that it doesn't weigh on you. So the next time you feel this tension, take a moment, take a breath, acknowledge what you're feeling, and give yourself permission to feel that way. Once you've done that, then you will be able to move on, but you can't until you've had that first acknowledgement. Okay, second tip is to focus on what you can control. Now, when life is feeling like a whirlwind, it is natural to focus on what is out of control, but that can also feel extremely overwhelming. So, a key shift here is to ask yourself, what can I control? This might be as simple as choosing how you respond. Are you going to respond in anger? Are you going to take some moments to yourself? Maybe it's setting a boundary, like saying, "I'm not going to talk about this topic right now," or even turning off the news or limiting the social media that is coming across your feed. Small intentional actions like choosing your words, choosing your environment, or even choosing who you are spending time with can give you a sense of agency and create space for calm. Just having that one little thing that you can control again can really be a difference to making you find more peace. Okay, tip number 3 is to recenter with a grounding practice. When things are feeling out of control, grounding practices can be a lifesaver. These are simple go-to techniques that bring us back to the present. One example is deep breathing. You can try taking a few slow, deep breaths, focusing on inhale and exhale, or do a body scan. Start at your feet and move your way up, releasing any tension that you feel along the way. For some people, that just doesn't work. And so maybe you find peace through physical activity, like a quick walk, stepping outside for fresh air, getting some cardio in. Think of grounding as hitting the reset button on your mind. You're giving yourself a break from the stress, even if just for a few minutes to gain some clarity. But know what works for you. For me, it's usually an intense workout or music that brings me back to myself. And just knowing what that is for you and having that as a break in case of emergency can be really helpful when you're feeling like things are out of control. Okay, tip number 4 is to lean on your support system. This one's big. Remember, you don't have to go through these tough moments alone. Reach out to your support system, whether it's friends, family, colleagues. Just talking to someone you trust about what's on your mind can make a huge difference. Sometimes simply expressing your thoughts aloud can bring clarity to how you're feeling, going back to that tip number 1. You might even find that other people are feeling similar things, and sometimes that validation can be really helpful. It can also make you feel more connected and more understood. If talking isn't what you need or what you can handle at that moment, even sending or receiving a quick message to someone that you know or care about can be extremely, extremely powerful. Okay, and tip number 5, practice self-compassion. In challenging times, it is easy to get down on ourselves. This is especially true if we are feeling like everything that we are doing is not going perfectly. So I want to remind you to be gentle with yourself. Life throws us curveballs, and there is no perfect way to handle them. Self-compassion is about saying to yourself, I am doing my best, and that's enough. It's about recognizing that, like everyone else, you are human. Self-compassion strengthens resilience and makes it a little bit easier to move forward. I hope these tips resonate with you. Remember, acknowledge your emotions, focus on what you can control, recenter with a grounding practice, lean on your support system, and practice self-compassion. If this is something that you would like more guidance on, or if you're navigating burnout and seeking deeper support, I'd love to connect with you. You don't have to go through it alone, and coaching can provide that personalized support and clarity. You can find the link in my bio to schedule a free discovery call, and let's see if coaching might be helpful for you. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If this has been helpful for you, please share it with someone who might need it. Remember, even in the midst of uncertainty, you have the power to protect your peace. Please let me know in the comments how you handle situations that are out of your control. Also, I would love to know what things you would like me to cover next. I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for more support. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourself.